Good afternoon, sir. Sir, good afternoon, sir. Swain, sir. Sir, your voice is not audible, sir. Hello? No, sir. We are not getting your voice, sir. Sir, my voice audible, sir? We are getting the voices, sir.
Okay. I think there is a problem in headphone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's audible.
Okay.
Now it is audible, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
No, sir. Okay, sir. Shall we start the session, sir?
Please.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all the delegates. So, on behalf of Chevrolet Hanuman Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, so we cordially invite you to this Impact Lecture Series 2 on intellectual property rights, which is sponsored and supported by Ministry of Education, Innovation Institution Innovation Council, and AACT New Delhi, organized by Jayapur Hanuman Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences. Now, on this eve, I cordially invite the respected speaker of this session, Professor Suryakant Swain, sir. Now, it is my immense pleasure to introduce our speaker to all the delegates. So, Dr. Suryakant Swain is currently working as a professor and dean, School of Pharmacy and Paramedical Sciences, KK University, Nalanda, Bihar. And sir is having more than 16 years of research in the field of pharmacy. The Professor Suryakant Swain, sir, completed his B.Pharm from Berhampur University, M.Pharm from Biju Patnaik University, and PhD from Berhampur University, Orissa. The Mr. Sir, area of specialization, sir, on nuclear-based drug delivery systems, QPD designs, and some novel drug delivery systems to enhance the oral bioavailability. Okay, the Professor Suryakant Swain has published more than 105 research or review articles in reputed national and international journals. And with sir having a person impact factor of 11.4 for all these journals, with more than 1587 Google Scholar citation with high index value of 80. Sir has authored 6 national textbooks as per the new PCS syllabus and also published 7 international textbooks and 35 national book chapters. And Sir has received 1 patent granted and published 1 Indian patent on his research work. Sir is a permanent advisory member for more than 100 national and international journals and the various university board honorary boards. Sir has guided more than 60 PG students, and presently 10 PhD scholars are pursuing their doctoral course under his guidance. And Sir has guided UG and family projects also. The Sir has received several awards and rewards in his career, like Emerging Leader in Health and Medical Sciences Award, Professor M.L. Kurana Memorial Award, and Rajni Bai V Award, to be in a few awards to his career. So with this brief introduction, now I cordially invite Suryakant Swain, sir, to this session, and I will I'm now handing the session to the sir to give his eminent lecture for our delegates. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon. First of all, I really thankful to the management as well as the principal, Jayapur Hanuman Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Professor S. Vidyadhar Garu. He is the chairman of Institution Innovation Cell for giving me this opportunity. And similarly, my thankful, heartfelt thanks to the coordinator of this program, as well as the main moderator of this session, Dr. Shashidhar Garu, for giving these opportunities.
Thank you, sir.
It's really a good platform. Yeah, it is one of the good platforms to explore ourselves, to learn the things which is really required in the day-to-day life, especially in pharmacy domain, pharma sectors. What actually we are doing just for teaching, learnings, and resources. But in the current scenario, in pharma industry, always need few of the things which is really impact to the society, to develop the society in the form of innovation by creating or fostering the new ideas, new innovations, and new research. On the basis or on the theme of this particular, impactful lectures, that is emerging trends and innovations in pharmaceutical technologies, definitely help to the participants or the delegates who have connected across the nation. My first, informations I want to share that you should also know that what are actually the IP, intellectual offices, especially IP, that is EPO, JPO, HIPPO, SHIPPO, and USPTOs. If you could know this, barrier across the globe or across the Indias, then, you can know the idea about the patenting offices and the process of patent, intellectual property rights, and the process of implementations and application in day-to-day research. So definitely this presentation or this information helps to the young in the domain of pharmacy or pharmaceutical sciences. Just have a look across the globe where we can see the our patent office And when we'll get the new innovation, new idea, we have to approach such office, setup by my screen visible.
Sir, the screen is not visible, sir. Your voice is audible, sir.
What happened? Okay. Again, I can share the screen.
Okay, sir. No problem, sir.
I think there will be internet issue. I think so. Now it is visible.
No, sir. It's not visible, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Now it started screen sharing, sir. Just it started, sir.
Right.
Not visible.
Is it? Sir, is it?
It just now, sir. Just now it came, sir. It is opening, I think, PowerPoint. Yes, sir. Visible, sir. Now it is.
Okay. Okay. Great. Sorry for the interruptions. Maybe due to no internet and power problem here, I could not connect to you people. So please cooperate me. So what actually the intellectual property? IP refers to creations of the mind and inventions. Literally is the artistic works and symbols, names, images, and designs. So if you have your own inventions or innovative ideas, then you can go for patent applications followed by grant according to the duration. But in which forms you will get the IP? You can get the patents in the form of IP, trademarks, trade secrets, copyrights, geographical indications, industrial designs. So these are the different forms of intellectual properties or IPs. Then what actually, must includes most of the letters, words, logo, slogans. So if you could, see under the trademarks, you can go up of IP. Similarly, the copyrights, it's under the music, books, painting, computer programs, etc. Then what are the geographical indications? Like, Darjeeling, that is one of the geographical region you can go for also one form of patent IP, and trade secrets like Coca-Cola formula or the composition about the Coca-Cola. Then what actually the patent of IP? A patent is a grant of exclusive rights from a government to inventors for their invention, for the inventors disclosing their invention to society. You have your own idea, if you want to exchange your idea with others, let us go for patent fast through the government procedure for a period of 20 years. You can protect your patent. And what actually the patent also gives the exclusive rights to make, use, or sell an invention. Based on your grant, based on your commercializations or achieving your trademarks, then you can sell your product, sell your process for commercialization purpose for a period of 20 years. The right to exclude other from making or using or selling an inventions. Not only you are creating your innovative idea, you are giving several institution or organization or companies to sell your innovative idea or thought process. What can be patented? Process, or maybe the method or technologies, machine or apparatus, article of manufacturers, composition of materials in the form of chemical compounds or physical mixtures. And you can go for improvements of any of the above. What cannot be patented? Discoveries of materials already in nature. If something exists in the nature, you don't go for a further patent process. Higher life forms, sometimes we don't have any ideas that which things will go for patent, which is not required. If you could know, then only you can think about that, then you file according to the process or protocol or designs of processing towards the IP process. Next is that methods of medical treatments, treatment procedure, you don't go. Scientific principle or abstract, basically in theoretical summary forms. You don't go for software, business methods, professionals methods, and some kind of judgment in the reasoning basis. Parts of patent is very important for newcomers who want to do for their future patent applications. You should know what type of patent parts and what it includes. Basically, bibliographic information is very important part of any patent. Background of inventions. You just like any manuscript, you are writing the introductions, background with some kind of literature citations. So similarly, you have to provide your new innovation. What is the background of invention and summary, a concise manner, descriptions about the drawing or about your design, about your process, and detailed descriptions about the way you want to put off your claims and the types of claim, which is important, which is not important, you have to highlight it. And your last part, that is your abstract or summary. So my dear friends, the points of discussion is here. We always apply for patent claims. It should be a most important part of any patent. Without this, you never go for applications. So the claims you have to find out, what are the important claims, and the claims of a patent define the scope of your inventions and the innovative information within your patent, and your boundaries of the patents, how you can protect your patent, and how extend you can support for further commercialization or technology transfer or business prospective way, and what is not to be made during the terms of patent, because during the patenting process, from starting from applications to your grant, you should protect all your claims. What is the descriptions and drawings in how to make the invention, how creative way you can make your inventions, and how your invention should be useful to the society for commercialization purpose. Briefly, you have to highlight it or in a point wise. Is that an organization, whether it is an academic or industry or any collaborative, that patent is always gives to you your credential about your research. Experience has shown that rivals are less likely to opponent can also build a product. How you can hold your patent and the durations of patent also you have to know. You don't bargain about patent with some other companies or some other organizations. You can create your own portfolios related to your past or the upcoming patent. Limit your competitive business. If you other companies, or you may expand business income source by your own patent, whether it is a process or products.
Sir, your voice has been muted, sir. Sir, we are unable to get your voice. Yes, sir. Now okay, sir. But your screen sharing has been stopped, sir.
Oh my God. Okay, let me finish first. Then in the middle again, I will share my slide.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay,
I think there will be an internet issue here. Yeah. What actually the different types of patent applications? The first one is the ordinary application. The second one is provisional applications, and the third one is non-provisional application. You should know that which way you want to go for application about your new innovation or new innovative ideas in the form of patent. If you go for ordinary applications, first you have to search your locality regional patent office, know about your claims in your ordinary patent applications. But when you go for provisional application, each and every applicant or before preparing all the components of any patent process, know the priority date, which date you want to submit and which date you want to get your provisional application reference number for further publication. Applications means complete application priority to applications, and any applicants file non-provisional applications before within 12 months from date of application by considering the provisional applications. So my dear friends, you should know that which type of patent you want to go for applications process. But divisional of applications towards the patent is always connect with different place. Hello.
Okay, sir, but there is a little bit disturbance is coming, sir. Or else you can connect with your mobile, sir.
No, actually here power cut construction is good that I could not connect to the internet source.
Okay, sir.
It's my place so that I want to check it. If you time, please.
Yeah, sir.
2 minutes.
So just 1 minute for the participants. The sir will be come back in a short span of time. Just bear with us for 1 more minute.
Just 1 minute, please.
Yes, sir. Now your voice is audible and clear, sir.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption. I am extremely sorry.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Now my screen visible, sir?
Yes, sir. Clearly visible, sir. And everything good, sir.
Okay, great. Oh, my dear participants, now we have to discuss about the next part of, applications procedures. that is traditional patent system. If you go for traditional patent system, it took around 12 months, especially from file of applications locally, any of your patent office. But when you go for files of the same process of application in US or any other patenting agencies, then it took several months. So you should understand which type of patent you want to apply and where you have to apply. Next is the overview of the patenting process using the Patent Corporations Treaty, that is PCT in short forms. Let us see the new inventions and what is the objective of the invention and how you could file your objective about the new innovations. And you should identify the patenting office based on locally or centrally. Then you have to transmit your information of file to the PCT, that is internationals or in the IB forms. And based on the report received from the IPEA and IHA, then the report you should communicate through the PCT into the designated patent office. That means foreign patent office if you want to go for international patent. Then later on, based on the applications procedure and the duration, it may, in the form of grant, you can receive it without any problem. So you see the duration in international phase from 0 to 30 months with, file from local application on the basis of your priority of your date of applications to the international filing date of the same patent through the ISR and written opinion by IP, RPI phase 1, phase 2. And along with the last stage, there is a national phase entries where the applications seek protections. Then based on that, you can get the international patent grant about your national patent applications procedure. So what are the advantages of the PCT? The PCTs include that Patent Corporations Treaty, and the best information you can get from the PCT, that is brings the worldwide information about your new innovation or idea. You can postpone the major cost associated with the internationalizing at the patent applications, which is already in existing forms, in different symbol forms or different designs forms. Then you can provide a strong basis for patenting the decisions making. And the third one is that you not only protecting the national patenting information, you can protect your patent internationally also because of PCTs. What are the requirement of patentabilities? New in the form of novelties, not in public use, that is also novelties about your patent, not disclosed in a singly published document before granting about your patent. But my dear friends, industrial applicability about your innovation is very, very important. Any patent, whether it is a national or international, the inventions must have practical utility. Without practical utility or applications in any field or any industries, nobody can get the protections of the patent or the grant of the patent. Must be novel. What actually the novel about the novelty of the new patent before patenting? Invention must be novel. That means new over the prior art. You should claim your inventions not by disclosing the claim prior to granting of your patent. Before filing of your patent, you should know about the innovative idea or new idea about your patent. If you publicize your patent, or if you publish the same information in the form of research article or any report, case report, it may not be patentable. So what is non-obvious information related to the new innovation or informations? You should see the difference about the previous commercializations, patent protected form of your invention idea or innovative ideas. And if your claim is very important information about the practical application, especially in industries, then anybody can useful your patent. Without practical utilities in the real world, no values. What is the generic will do? Generic informations or generic products. Invalidity defends the lack of novelities, obviousness, lack of written descriptions, inequitability conducts. So if these things is missing in any of your information, then you can't go for patent. What is the different type of infringement? Literals, doctrines of equivalent in the short form DOE. So this DOE arises in the context of an infringement of actions which accused about your product or process, but it does not literally infringe a patented inventions. You have to protect it. You have to protect your patent without passing the real information to the society without getting the trademarks. These are the literal infringements. The accused products or the process literally infringe the patented counterparts. All elements are in the ruling stage, and it must be, each and every element should be patented claim based. Suppose if you add A plus B plus C and you are getting D, that should not be patented, but it should be D should be either in the form of even number, not in the odd numbers. And the even numbers should give, some kind of innovative ideas or informations. If it is odd number like n minus 1 or -1, -2, -3 results, nobody will accept it, your patent. So I told you, if you are giving the false information about the new patent, then you may, go to jail, or you may accused in the form of your innovative ideas. The function of way of results we test, including all the elements tools, starting from claim 1 to claim 10 or claim 5, how many claims you are putting in your submission. Each claim should be justified with a proper result, proper information, so that you can protect in the form of infringements about your product or process. So for example, independent claim of a patent includes A plus B plus C. If elect claims comprise A plus E plus C, and if B and E are equivalent using function way result test, then elected claims infringes the patented claim by DOE. Doctrine of, I mean to say, whatever the results you are getting by claim 1, claim B or claim C, the same results if you are getting A plus B, E plus C, it may not be patentable. What the results you are showing plus combination of A plus B plus C, if the result will be different than A plus E plus C, then it may be patentable based on your claim descriptions. What are the different aspects of intellectual properties? These are the litigations, invalidations, revocations, filing defensive and offensive applications. My dear friends, any type of litigation about your patent, any type of fabricated informations or cooking of data, or manipulation in the form of designs or drawing at any of your claim, definitely the patenting agencies will track you, and they can file according to the 1971 Act about the patent of your applications procedure, whether it is Indian or abroad patents. But what are the documenting inventions is required? You can keep your notebooks, keep the pages sequential and clearly dated, write down your experiments, especially the ones showing structure of the inventions and how to make the new inventions. A brief write-off in your own words, bringing out the difference in your works from the previously published works. As many examples as possible with complete details of how the experiments were conducted and the data validations procedures. That's why every industry needs certain chains, web of chains. without change, but because the change itself is showing that some kind of, miracles. A maximally efficient, agile, flexible pharmaceutical manufacturing sector that reliably produces high quality drug products without extensive regulatory oversight. My dear participants and delegates, without regulatory issues, if you could give the best product into the commercial or domestic market, then you can protect your product not only for 20 years, maybe more than 100 years. That's why the director, Center for Drug Evaluations and Research, FDA, in the year 2013, she gave one beautiful statement. Without, regulatory problems or regulatory issue, if you want to maintain the quality about your product, then definitely you should protect your product or process by filing the patent and getting the grant of the patent, so you can go for intellectual property rights. That's why intellectual property rights is the product or creations of the mind, new idea. It always defaults the new informations, innovative informations about the new process or the product protections. And the intellectual property rights always gives the best or creative people idea, creative mind persons, which may helps to the mankind and benefit to the human mankind in the form of inventions, in the form of trade designs process. The Indian patent grants of patent is governed by the Patent Act 1970s and the rules implemented in the year 1972. And if you could go for Indian Patent Act histories, the law in 1856, the Patent and Design Act in 1911, the Patent Act 1970s and the implementations of the rule in 1972, and the amendment of the patent in 2005. Then what is patent again? Because what are the things I am saying, that is the completely history and story about the patent. Now we can go the exact informations about the intellectual property rights and patenting systems. A patent is a grant from the government which confirms on the guarantee for a limited period of time the exclusive privilege of making, selling, and using the inventions for which a patent has been granted. If you don't have any values about your patent and without giving the selling values in the market, then it should not be patentable. That is nothing but patent. But you should give the exclusive privilege for making such patent. What is the purpose of getting a patent? Not for academic excellence or with a competitive market in the form of achievements, academic achievement or certain things. So what are the other purposes? And money spent in general. I'm sorry, again there is an internet issues. Anyhow, now it is audible?
Audible, sir. You can continue, sir. No problem, sir.
Yeah, please. So we can go for the processes, machines, manufacturers, compositions of matters, new use of any of the above. The invention must be useful. Without usefulness, there is no value. And the second thing is that the invention must be non-obvious and noble also. Without nobility and without non-obviousness, nobody will accept your patent. And if you could go for silent features of any patent, both product or process, You should go for 20 years term of patent durations. Examinations to your request of your examinations, both pre-grant and post-grant, opposition. Sometimes we are going for fast track publications, fast track mechanism for disposals of your, appeal process. But my dear friends, you should know provisions for any patent towards the biodiversity or traditional knowledge is highly important. Publications of any patent after, applications definitely will get within 18 months if you have your own novelities. But facilitations towards the publications process, early publications sometimes gives the wrong judgment about the patent granting process. Substantially, you have to reduce the timelines about your process of applications. What are the safeguards in the patent law? Always you have to go for complaints, compulsory license to ensure the ability of drugs to reasonable prices, provisions to deals with public health emergencies, revocations of patent in public interest and also on security considerations. Then only you can maintain the safeguard in any patents. What are the other inventions required during the patenting process? You have to relate or both process as well as the products with the existing markets. And the second thing is that it should be novel, it should be inventive steps, industrial applications, and without inventions, process of understanding. And if you want to go for a publication in Indian system of patent or any other process, you should have prior public knowledge or prior public use within the India about the process or the product claimed before any specifications in India. And you don't think that any feature of your invention that involves technical advances as compared to the existing knowledge. Industrial applications always need that invention should be capable in the form of requirement in industries, any kind of industries. Inventions, always gives the best example in the form of machine that gives more than 100% performance. Perpetual machines requirements, public order or modalities. Sometimes we are doing the gambling with the machine requirements in industries. Small industries need small type of machine for new product development. Big industry need big, sophisticated instrument or highly branded equipments or machineries by which they can develop the finished products which have, less number of regulatory issues. Always we have to think about the prejudice about our commercialization's values about your products. The primary use of invention is always leads to health, human, animal, plant life, or to the environment also. Because if I could say, a few of the example like biological warfare material or device or weapons of mass destructions, you have to always discuss about that. Terminators gene technologies or embryonic stem cells. These are the few, examples by which you can protect the patent for long period of time. So if you could compare with the non-patentable inventions under Section 21 of Atomic Energy Act 1962, which are not patentables, always you have to relate your patent towards the compounds of like uraniums, berylliums, thorium, plutoniums, radiums, graphite, lithium. Based on the central government's regulations from time to time, and you should not go for such type of materials or compounds for new inventions or new patent protections. You know that any patent, the form of patent, starting from manufacturing about your process of patent for medicines or foods, 5 years from the date of selling or 7 years from the date of patents, whichever is such as. But in case of any other inventions, 14 years from the date of patent. but the durations of patents is maximum 20 years. But intellectual property rights trends in India is always saying, I know during 2009 to 10, if you could see the patent information, 34,287 patent applications were filed, 6,069 examined, and 6,168 patents granted up to 2010. Now it is, more than 15 times within 12 years. And the number of applications filed by the Indian patent applications is increased day by day. Just one example, I can tell you the Crocin. The Crocin sells more than 2.5 million pills each day. That nearly 30 every second around the clock internationally. Crocin goes by the name of Panadol. But later on, several issues came, but still it is existing in the market. Similarly, the company Pfizer, developed the cough syrup that is Corex. I think most of the people knows. Is one of the branded cough syrup in India, and which sells $35.53 billion. So in Indian currency is 167 crores every year about the Corex products. You will see that diclofenac tablets or Overall D gel, leading brands with the sales of 31.63 US dollar millions and rupees 148.7 crores with a growth rate of 5% every year. Similarly, a few other products like Fencidils and Novoline 7030. This is one of the human insulin products, which is the brand name available in the market. Human Mixdart 3070s is the one of the reputed branded products available in the market, which is highly, protected and patented products exist in the world. Dextorens, I think you have heard everybody's Dextorens. This is the Pfizer cough syrup, basically used for cold and cough purpose. Still, it is existing in the market and it is protected in a huge revenue value generating products. You will see the expiry of a patent. Patent can be expired in the following ways. The patent has lived its full terms. The patentee has failed to pay the renewal fee, then it may expire. The validity of the patent has been successfully challenged by an opponent by filing an opposition, either with the patent office or with the courts. As soon as the patent expired, it may, pass the information to the general public domain, and later on, without the permissions of the original inventors, if it is going or spreading everywhere, then there is a chance of expiry of the patent. But the most important thing is that now stages from filing to grant of a patent. For obtaining a patent, you always know that file an applications for patent not by ordinary way. You should draft the components, the parts of the patent. Then you have to pay the required fees. You have to read the guidelines about the www.ipindia.nic.in website, and you filled and registered your details. And after that, as per the section-wise information, you have to submit it. Then you claims the proper claim points. Guidelines for applicants is always referred through the official website, not by any agencies or attorney. So always you have to go for your territorial jurisdictions patent office. Don't go for suppose you are belonging to Calcutta, then you go for Calcutta office. If you're Mumbai, Chennai, like that. Patent office branch always you have to search. Suppose if you are the states of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Goa, Chhattisgarh, or Indian territories like Daman, Diu, Dadra, or Nagar Haveli, then you may prefer Mumbai patent office. If you're the state of Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and Union territories of Pondicherry's, Lakshadweep, then you can better prefer Chennai office. If you're Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu, Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Delhi,
Union Territory of Chandigarh, then better to prefer, New Delhi office, and rest you can prefer, Calcutta office. And the mostly, filing to any patent or to better, to getting your patent, filing of applications, whether it is a provisional applications or complete applications, you have to wait for 18, months for publications about your provisional applications. Then after publication, then you go for examinations request within 48 months. And then once the examinations issue, FIR you have received by third party representation or by attorney, then all the objections to be completed within 12 months. And if the objections submitted through the third party into the patenting office, then based on your claims, you may get the patent rejections towards the granting process or acceptance towards the published patent grant. And once you get your patent grant within 12 months, oppositions make claims about the grants, and the decisions of the patent controller or controller office may appeal towards the grants for revocations or further amendments. Because formality of check of every patent is very, very important. An examiner is always, checks the formal requirements before accepting the applications. And the examiner is always, see the requisite fees, which is really required in different applications process, whether it's only for publication, for a grant, or, trademarks or copyright, or, other cases. Issue of applications number and the case receipt, this is done by the same day only. You don't wait for 10 days or 15 days. You have to complete the applications process within the duration of applications process itself. In case of receipt of applications by post or case receipt applications number is sent by post within 2 to 3 days only. If you delay 15 days or 20 days or 30 days or 6 months after you are sending your the details, the patent office may not accept it. This is the formality of checking during the process of applications. But if you could see the publications process time, application is kept always secret for a period of 18 months from the date of filing. In 19 months, the applications is published in the official journal, and the journal is made available in the official website, weekly basis, monthly basis. And whoever the applicants or the inventors applied the such patent for publication, they may see after 18 months, but sometimes early publications may be feasible based on fast track process. Applications is always may publish within 1 month also based on the request. Request for examinations after publications about your patent. You may request it with the request through third party only, and the request period 48 months from the date of filing, which is available for making request for examinations. And examinations to the examiner within 1 month about your request for examinations. Once the examiner undertakes the examinations with respect whether the claimed invention is not prohibited for grant of patents, or whether the inventions meet the criteria of patentability or not. Based on that, or based on the examiner report, the controller of the examiners may put the FIR dates. So you have to defend the FIR dates through your attorney or by yourself. If they will issue the FIR, a period of 1 to 3 months is available to examine, to submit the report to the controllers, and 1 month's time is available to controller to verify the report submitted as per the examiner reports. The first examinations reports, that means FIR containing a list of the objections issued within the 6 months from the date of filing of request, and the response from the applicants or the inventors, 12 months times maximum they're giving from the date of issue of FIRs. and it is available to the applicants to meet the objections. If the objections are made and grant of patent is approved by the controller within a period of 1 month itself, sometimes you may get pre-grant oppositions. That means after publication, and oppositions can be filed within a period of 6 months. But the opportunity of hearing the opponent is always available. And this examination of pre-grant oppositions is always documentary based, and they have to submit the evidence towards the opposition related to the patent into the applicants, and the period for pre-grant opposition 3 months based on the recipient of response. Considerations of pre-grant oppositions means sometimes after publications it may reject or you may modify depending on the examiner reports, and once the examiner satisfied, then only they have to forward your response sheet to the controller office. After that, immediately you will get the certificate of patent grant within 7 days from the controller office, and the grant of patent is published in the official journal itself. If you go for renewal of fees, that means you have to pay within 3 to 6 months maximum from the date of recording to the patent registers as per the section number 142 with the clause 4. Initially for first year and second year there is no fees for renewal, but renewal fees on yearly basis is required to be paid for 3rd to 20th for keeping the patent in force. Delay up to 6 months from due date permissibles on payment of fees for extension of time. Patent lapses if renewal fees is not paid within the prescribed periods. Always you remember that the different forms is there: Form 1, Form 4 and Form 9. Form 1 for applications for any patent, whether it is a process or product. You may go for individual way by paying 1,000 rupees. If you go for legal entities, that is 4,000. When you go for request for extension time, then you have to fill the form number 4, and individually you have to pay 300 rupees per month, and through legal entities that is 1,200 per month. If you go for request for publications, then you have to fill form number 9. 149, always you have to remember 149, the form always required applications, request for extension times and request for publications. The fees for individuals is varies from legal entities fees. When we go for individuals, request for publication there is 2,500, excluding tax and other things, or fees, transactions fees. But in legal entities, the request for publication it may be 10,000. So similarly, the publications process, the rights of a patent is very important. Right to grant license, right to surrenders, right to imprisonments, and right to exploit the patent, you should know. Otherwise, any patent, it involves the life and durations. You know that any patent, the duration is 20 years from the date of filing for all types of inventions. Priority of date first to file, and the date of patent is the date of filing, and the applications for patent is always specific to your date only. The term of patent is counted from this date of filing. Sometimes the variations of patent filings depending on the types of patent. Patent holders in India, the top 10 patent holder in India compromises only pharmaceutical and biotech companies only. In India, 184 patents are held by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, followed by Sun Pharma, while the top 10 patents holder across the world are IT companies in India, and no IT firms has patents as per the information. The youngest patent holders on wheelchair, you might be known, Jaipur place, drawing inspirations from scientist Stephen Hawkins, a wheelchair-bound 9-year-old boy. He has invested a game of 6-player circular chess, and the boy name is Hridayeshwar Singh Batis. He got the game's designs patented in his names. And if you could see the patent office copy, it is varies from Indian patent to US or Japanese or other patent, and the certificate of patent also, the designs of patent also change from one patent commissioners based on the trademarks, based on the countries, based on the locations. And if you could see the patent officing process, and the durations of patent also varies in Indian to abroad. If I want to conclude my presentations about the intellectual property rights, my best acknowledgement to the management and the principal, Dr. S. Vidyadhar Garu, again, the Chebrulu Hanumayya Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences. My sincere thanks to the each and every staff members, faculties of Chief Scholars of Pharmacy, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, for providing this e-platform. My special thanks to the Ministry of Education, AICT, and Institution Innovation Cell Chiefs Organization for providing this opportunity. Lastly, I am very much thankful to all the participants and delegates for hearing my session. Especially it is one of the boring sessions so far, whatever the session I provided. Really, because of internet issue and power issue, I could not, give my best efforts. I apologize for that. If you have any questions, you may raise your questions, please. And is always welcome you all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable and informative session. But it's really a very good session, sir. And very useful for all our participants and delegates who are actively participating in our today's webinar. Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your expertise and knowledge regarding the intellectual property rights, sir, today. And on now, with the permission of my principal, sir, I want to propose the vote of thanks, sir.
Good evening, Swain, sir.
Good evening, sir. Namaste.
Namaste. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, sir. Actually,
congratulations for your new assignment.
Thank you so much. It is because of your blessing, sir. But I'm so unfortunate because of the reconstruction about our new building. I could not sit in my place.
Okay.
And the internet cut off, especially today itself.
No. Just for a few minutes. Afterwards, it got stabilized.
Thank you.
Anyway, it is good, and you have given a good information about the IPR. Thank you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Yeah. Cecil, please proceed.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, on behalf of the management of Chebrulu Hanumayya Institute of Pharmaceutical Sciences, we sincerely thank Professor Suryakant Swain, sir, for acting as the speaker for this session, and also on behalf of Minister of Education, Innovation Council, and AICT New Delhi, we also sincerely thank you, sir. And also we also thank all the statutory bodies like AICT and Innovation Council for giving us this opportunity to conduct these online webinars, which are very much useful to all the delegates and participants. And in future also, we will continue this tempo and we will conduct the different webinars. So thank you one and all. Thank you, Swain, sir.
Thank you.